starting to realize Elton John is the rocket man. Billy Joel is the piano man.
I know, I'll say it, I'm not going to do John Madden. People start checking ticket prices. This is crap. I've always loved John Madden, mostly because he's made me feel smart.
Well, made me clear. Made me feel intelligent. Made me feel like a rocket surgeon.
Made me pretty much feel like myself, because I am amazing. John Madden. No, it's true. I'm making myself great again right now. In fact, I couldn't even find a running mate. I'm going to run with a puppet hand version of me. No, I am. It's going to be me. It's just going to be me in a mirror. It'll actually look like four of us. It'll be me in the puppet hand like that guy on South Park. And we'll be looking in the mirror and like, you look fantastic today. Swoop and good. It's like, Mr. President, they can't do that. They fail.
Let me be clear. I don't see it as failure. I just see it as a permanent lack of success.
Look for a little green guy standing next to him like,
Right you are, Obama won.
That's just Joe Biden in a Yoda mask. On the political spectrum, I said this before, you have to feel bad for President Obama when Joe Biden's out in public, right? Just wait for President Obama to go,
Joe, could you do me a favor? Or could you hide in a bunker underneath the Pentagon for just one more year? That would help us out a ton.
And people make excuses for Joe Biden, too. That's the greatest. Like, that's just Joe being Joe. That's just good old Uncle Joe. Yeah, but why is he naked in the desert wearing a diaper? Why is that? Every time Joe Biden opens his mouth, I just picture George W. Bush sitting at home watching TV going,
that guy says some dumb stuff. Joe Biden wants to be president someday. You can't be president talking like a ding dong.
He hasn't done it yet.
Right about now, the audience starting to realize Elton John is the rocket man. Billy Joel is the piano man.
Brett Favre. Keep it positive, please. I believe there's some members of the Favre family here tonight. Back there? Over here. No, pretty cool they showed up, because the reason they weren't going to come to the show, then they changed their minds, then they were going to come, and then they weren't, and then they were, and then they weren't, and then they were, and then they weren't. And all of a sudden they're wearing Wrangler jeans on a tractor, coaching a high school football team with a beard. I don't know what it was. Maybe because it sounded so good when John Madden would say it. Brett Favre. Hear how good that name sounds when you say it? Brett Favre. No other voice sounds that good saying Brett Favre. Not Brett Favre. Brett Favre. No, Brett Favre. The only thing that sounds better is in the video game when John Madden would go, boom, that guy looks like he got hit by a freight train. See, very specific group right there. I saw a couple people, you didn't even know I did it. I went, boom, that guy looks like he got hit by a freight train. There were guys who were like, holy crap, where am I? The further south you get, the more polite people get, but they become ventriloquists when they don't like something. Like, I thought this show would have been better than this. A lot of these things didn't make sense. It's going to be the kind of thing. Does he even know what he's talking about sometimes? I got a friend, Ed. He lives down the street from me. He's been certified crazy 6 or 7 times. He's just as good as this guy and makes more sense. Gonna make that get her done. For 9 years, I worked on a show called Fox NFL Sunday. I worked with Terry Bradshaw. I worked with Terry Bradshaw, which was a dream come true for him. And every week we'd do a sketch. It was like being on American Idol. Bradshaw thought he was Simon Cowell. We'd do the sketch, Terry's would be like, not funny, Frank, not funny. And after the show, he says, like, very funny, Frank, very funny. I'm like, why can't you say that while I'm on TV? Well, Howie hasn't explained the joke to me at that point. I wish I were kidding, guys. That's an actual conversation I had. The thing is, you couldn't tell if Terry's that dumb or if he just wanted you to think he was that dumb, and to put him in the power position is exactly where he wanted to be. So one time we're having our pictures taken, Terry turns to me, it's me, Terry Bradshaw, Howie Long, Jimmy Johnson, we're at the mall, one of those little picture booth things. Not really, just seeing how close you guys are still listening. You couldn't even fit Howie's head in one of those little picture booths. So, that's a big old bucket head. You could have dinner up there. So,